Yeah, and as far as pouches are like, as far as organizing your gear, it's
Hmm.
probably going to be a mismatch because honestly, some even non-Molly pouches like tool bags.
Oh yeah.
If you're specifically trying to go for tools, then using a tool bag or using a tool pouch, like what you see for carpenters, that'll probably be a lot more advantageous than running like a pouch or
I
using.
always carry at least like uh adjustable wrench, Allen keys, generally in metric, and maybe
Well,
a Phillips head and a flathead screwdriver.
yeah, I would say even just a cheap multi-tool too. You don't have
Oh
to. They
yeah,
make
the
really good ones.
Leatherman
Leatherman has
is
some
the
really good ones.
Leatherman
Oh,
comes with a bunch of those
that's right. You already
things.
have one.
Yeah.
I forgot you actually have a Leatherman. Yeah, those are great. I recommend no matter what kit. That's something I would run is multi-tool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's got a knife, it's got a scissors, it's got Phillips and flathead, it's got um a pliers, and then a file, and I can't figure out what these other two things are, but I've used one of them as a makeshift bottle opener, even though I'm pretty sure that's not what it's for.
Yeah, but assuming you're the average Joe, saying you don't have any sort of gear, I think it's going to be from what we would seen and from what kind of my mindset have been is being what you can come across.
Hmm.
So you may not have
You
a
ain't gonna
hydro
find it in a
pouch.
bunker, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're not going to find it in pristine conditions so you might actually have to make something or improvise. So
Hmm.
okay, I don't have a way of carrying water. Well, you might come across like a hydro pack that you use for hiking or running. Okay, you can
Which
get a
is more
slot that
common.
yeah, which is a lot more common. You can get them at Walmart.
Yeah.
Uh, you can buy specific pouches for that, but again, if you're going, say you're going into the wasteland with nothing, you're just whatever. It's all on-site procurement. It's all whatever you can find. So that's
Yeah.
kind of the fun part of like mix matching camping gear, construction gear, tactical gear, police gear, and kind of mixing it all together. Because again, what Trevor and I were talking about before, a lot of the events that we've gone to, you just see people running like Gucci gear, and
Ugh.
this isn't like the
Disgusting.
yeah, it's not the event. It's not the apocalypse just happened, or is like in the downfall of things, or where it's like societal unrest, where
Yeah,
people who
it
have gear use
takes
it.
place at some time after things have already kind of like fallen apart
Yeah,
and
Oh yeah. And
eventually reached a calm
as you
period.
can imagine, the guys that will go out there with the, oh, I thought it was a speed softing tournament, or
Yeah,
oh, I thought this was Milsim
they
West.
get
These
wrecked.
guys tend to be the targets of
yeah,
everyone else who understands more or less what the event is geared towards. Now,
Yeah,
I will say that the military gear, the Gucci tech stuff, although it's not like a commonplace in the setting, I wouldn't completely knock the idea that someone would have military kit,
yeah.
no,
I was gonna
but
bring it up too.
not full battle rattle sort of dress,
Yeah,
running nods and
yeah.
comms
Well,
and all that sort of crazy stuff.
most of the guys that actually have that, including like the typically coming with the military experience and stuff, are probably going to be smarter about it, and they're probably not even going to really wear most of their tech gear if
yeah.
things were to really kick off. It's gonna be what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a bunch of you're gonna get a bunch of airsofters who have a bunch of Gucci gear that think that they'll be fine, you know.
Yeah, I think, and I'm not against, and again, I'm not trying
And
to like, what is it, gatekeep, but
yeah,
if someone comes to an event with a play carrier, but they've made it look like it has been through absolute hell for
yeah,
like 5 years, I'd be a-okay with that. Like yeah, you have a play carrier, but it's like the pouches are mixed matched, they're dirty. Maybe one of your straps is loose, and
yeah.
you've bolted into a belt to keep it on. Your cummerbund on the sides are
Yeah,
missing, so you're using like
because at that
paracord
point,
duct tape to stitch it
yeah,
together.
is
I
at
mean,
that point
dead
it
ones.
almost shows like they're like putting forth effort
Hmm.
to make their kit look more
Yeah.
wasteland-ish. You know,
Yeah.
I still don't knock. I mean, because people are people.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's their first event, sometimes it's
Unless they're
A,
robots.
sometimes it's B or C. You know,
Goddamn
and
robots.
Goddamn robots.
when they come to the events, they're not completely aware of what's going on. Now, I will say I have seen people do it on purpose. You know,
Uh-huh.
just do that.
Yeah,
Do that just because.
Yeah, my kid is I'm a soldier.
I found it in a bunker.
Yeah, I found it in a bunker. You'll hear that a lot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna post a picture of Dead One, real quick.
Yeah, because he's working on one where he has a play curve, but he's like actually aging it.
Yeah. So it might not be the best picture, just
actually. Let me see if I can post
I'm
in the
cropping.
chat too. I don't know how it'll show up. I'm gonna put it in the messenger on the bottom, and maybe you can post in there. So there's this game called Spec Ops: The Line where it's like the apocalypse for them because they start out and they're all in really nice gear, and
Yeah.
by the end of the game, everything's being held on by like a thread for their kit. So
Yeah.
that's what I would want to do is make a kit where it looks like, yeah, it's a plate cure, but it's been like shot at, it's been dragged through the mud, it's been just torn out, it's being like held together by just like straps.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if we can find a picture and I'll post in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw it in there. But yeah, so Dead One's kit, like he's got basically an AK chest rig, essentially, but he's added elements to it to wasteland it to make it have the extra body armor elements and stuff like that that otherwise wouldn't be featured. Like the plate that's on the front, he put that there. And he added elements of his own personality into it. But otherwise, like, it would not be there at all if he didn't do that. So
there we go.
If you're gonna run like tac gear, I think that's something you definitely benefit. You could definitely do with it.
Yeah, because I mean, with especially the U.S. and some of the other countries where there's a big military presence, there's a lot of like places you can buy gear. Plate carriers, even like there's gonna be more non-ballistic ones, but people use plate carriers in general just for shooting or for hunting because you can carry extra gear on it. So if I wouldn't be like the type of like, oh my god, he has a plate carrier in the apocalypse, that's heresy. It's like no, it's. But if it looks like it's just came out of the box, and yeah, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean,
try a little.
You'll
bit.
probably, no doubt, if in a real world scenario, you will probably see people who were lucky enough that they actually happen to have like new stuff, or they like got new stuff. Yeah, like us. Like whether it's because they're more of a prepper or just because like they
the first guy that raids the gun store who picks up a plate card.
Or they happen to be a airsofter that likes having legit kit, or they're military and they have some of their old kit. Like that's gonna happen. You're gonna get people that are gonna have like essentially by default the Gucci stuff. Whether or not they're going to use it intelligently is another thing though, because like we said before, you don't want to make yourself too obvious right off the bat.
Yeah, because if someone is desperate, if they're desperate enough where they have nothing, yeah, they'll take the boots off your feet. Like if they get that down, down and out, and we've seen it. The biggest or the best study I've seen as far as human nature is look at natural disasters where outside help is cut off. The biggest one being Katrina.
Oh yeah.
People were getting desperate and they were killing each other. And I mean, it sucks, but I mean, again, that's if you want to know the best predictor of future behavior, it's past behavior.
Oh yeah.
Actually, here's another
what's that old, I don't know if it's old saying per se, but it's the some odd amount of meals until anarchy.
Yeah, I think it's like, I have to look it up again. It's mentioned in Far Cry 5. I think it's like I think it's like 10 meals from anarchy.
Probably.
Let me see.
I mean, considering the fact that people will panic over toilet paper, it wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me if like entire civilizations collapsed in
Hell,
like less time.
take a look at some video cam footage from like a Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's even less than I thought. We are 9 meals away from anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where your brain will actually start to change,
It's
and it'll go back to lizard brain of like.
it's crazy how little is holding society together.
Yeah, that's why you just got to be. It's more on the topic of prepping, but you just got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I do find it funny where preppers are always considered like crazy kooks and they're nuts, and then every time there's any sort of shortage, they're the first ones blamed. Because in the first,
it's but they weren't even the ones. Yeah.
I remember seeing news articles within the past 6 or 7 months that was saying, maybe these preppers aren't so batshit crazy, you know. Maybe there's some truth to some of this prepping stuff, and it wasn't necessarily hitting a mainstream per se, but there was some independent news articles that would just make some column or comment about people who prepare for disasters. And what's the funny thing is, and I don't know if it would even be funny, but what's really surprising is that there are particular parts of the world. I mean, you can even take Alaska, for example. There are people there. The prepping isn't even called prepping; it's just called living.
Yeah,
you know, that's just something you have to do in order to survive in those harsh environments, harsh conditions. And but if you're just a regular old city going person, you're considered to be a prepper if you buy more than what you need in preparation for something.
Yeah.
And when it comes, and if people really think about it, when it comes to where the area closer to where we live at, if there's like a hurricane warning, or if there's like a hurricane that we know is coming, or a natural, a tropical storm or something of the natural degree that could potentially cause power outages or damage or people displaced from their homes, they'll go out, people go out and they'll just stockpile what they can.
Oh yeah.
But these people who prep for these, this is actually a serious thing. But is it still considered prepping? Because if it is, then everyone is a prepper. And
if you buy more than what you're worth, if you buy a pack of hot dogs and a pack of buns, like, you're a prepper now because there's more hot dogs and buns, so you're gonna eat that one time.